Hi everyone and welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to start tackling our utility room. Now this room has become kind of a dumping ground in our house. We have just tended to kind of throw things in there since we moved in. So I want to start making it a bit more of a usable space. So this might be another episode in my DIY. We'll see if it turns out any good. I don't really know. I don't really have a plan of what I'm going to do in here, which isn't like me. But I have some leftover tile paint. I have some leftover DC Fix sticky back vinyl that I might use on the worktops. So we'll see. I don't really know what I'm going to do in there, but it just needs organising, tidying up, and maybe a refresh. So we'll see what happens, but I'll show you what the space is like at the minute. So this room is in our kitchen, and we're planning on renovating our kitchen, diner, office, which runs along the back of the house. I'm not sure when we're going to get round to that, but the utility will be staying where it is. The only difference is we will be putting in an internal door into the garage, because at the minute the garage can only be accessed via the garage door outside, which is just a hassle. I'm laughing because it's just, you know, it's one of those things, it doesn't really matter, but yeah, it's just a hassle going in and out during winter into the garage to get things out, especially whilst we're doing so much DIY and, you know, paint tins and everything are kept in there. So yeah, we're going to be putting an internal garage door through here, but yeah, you just enter it through the kitchen. So I'll show you in here now and see what we've got to work with. I'm a bit nervous because, oh god, there's just so much stuff in here and so yeah, I'll show you what it's like and we'll get started, see what happens, hope for the best. I'm just laughing at my hair as well because I had a bath last night, and sometimes when I do that I always use a sleep mask at night, and what I'll do is I'll just section my hair and wrap it through my sleep mask. I don't know how well you can see that, but this morning I took my sleep mask off and sometimes it makes really nice curls, and today my hair has just gone wild. Yeah, it does make me miss though, you know, when you're on holiday and your hair is like naturally texturized from the sea and it kind of goes curly. I mean, mine kind of goes a bit wavy after the sea, but you know what I mean. Yeah, it's just huge. I thought I might just try and walk you through what it's like in there at the moment. So there it is behind me, and here is our kitchen table at the minute. Yeah, we've just got paint rags and bits and bobs that need they need a home, you know. Everything's everywhere and it just bugs me when it's like that. So yeah, you come in through the door, obviously. And then here we are in our current utility. So yeah, there's just like, pop you up there. So yeah, there's just a lot of space in here that's not being used. So we need to have a proper big rejig of the space, which I think we will do when we put the internal garage door in. So at the minute, this big cupboard behind me here, which is full of stuff, this will hopefully be where the garage door will be. But yeah, we still have space here, and then we have all of this here to play with. So that's Indy barking, if you can hear her. I'll just put you down on this. So on our estate there's a Facebook group for people to post things that they don't want anymore that they're getting rid of, or things that are for sale. And a woman wrote on there earlier asking for newspapers or puppy pads, sawdust, because her daughter works at a hedgehog sanctuary and they are in desperate need of supplies. And we had some puppy pads left over from I think the lady might be here to collect them. We had some puppy pads left over from Indy because we didn't end up using them when she came home. So I messaged the lady and said, we've got some if you want to come and pick them up. So yeah, I've donated to a hedgehog sanctuary today, which I thought was so cute, and we're not using them, so they've gone off to a good cause. But Indy wants to bark at everybody who comes to the door, so I think that might be the lady that's just come to collect them from outside the door that Indy's barking at. I'm surprised actually that she hasn't come round here, because up here this is all of Indy's treats. Up there we've got all of her treats, and behind the door here we've got one of her leads and her car seat. So usually when she hears these, she usually comes to the door, but Indy! And it is her walking time as well, so oh, I'm just gonna rustle these a bit and I think she'll come. Yeah, you can hear her padding around on the floor. Oh, there she is. Hi! Hi! Indy! She'll be complaining now because we're not on our way out on a walk. Hey! You want to go? Yeah? Anyway, back to the utility. So I don't know how much I'm going to get done in here today, because I'm going to take Indy for a walk in a minute, and then it will be getting on for like 6 p.m. I kept meaning to try and start this video all week, and start in this room all week, but it's just been one of those weeks. I just don't know where the time is going. The weeks just seem to be flying by, and yeah, I don't know, it's one of those jobs as well that I've just been putting off a little bit, because I know it's going to be one of those things where I'm going to start it and it's going to turn into a big job. So I've been putting it off a bit, I think, but I'm going to start it now and just do one thing at a time, see how much I can get done. I'll probably end up doing this into the weekend, I think. Yeah, there's definitely not going to do it all tonight. But yeah, I love doing this. I love rummaging around at home and changing things up. Especially because this is our first home that we moved into last summer. It's nice to start working on different areas of the house and making them a bit more us, a bit more to our tastes, and make them work for us as well in terms of how the space is used, that kind of thing. So yeah, I'll show you around what it's like now, and like I say, I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see. We've also been replacing all of the door handles. They were all brass before, and we've changed them to this chrome, which is why that is there. It's just still waiting to be painted, sanded down, filled in and painted. But yeah, you come into our utility and it's a really great sized space. So we have a sink over there and our tumble dryer. Then we have some laundry, cleaning bits and bobs, all of our shoes, Indy's food, And then here we have a lot of DIY bits and bobs that just don't really have a home at the moment. We've got all of our laundry bits up there. Washing machine down here. Laundry. I suppose as well it's a bit of a mud room. We've got all of our wellies and walking boots, all of our big coats. And on the back of the door here we usually have indies, collars, leads, duster. And this is our main storage cupboards. So we have some doggy bits and bobs up there and lap trays. Got iron, clothes steamer, mini hoover and some cleaning bits. Got more cleaning bits in here. More cleaning bits. And just some random things in here. There's a first aid box, a couple of torches. Then we've got Honey's bowls, her bed and blanket for when she comes and stays. And then, yeah, just more random stuff really. We've got spray paint, doggy poopy bags, extra bowls. So yeah, a bit of a random mishmash of stuff in there. We've got a wine cooler. And then these cupboards here, I have actually taken everything out and just given them a once over, a bit of a clean. So there's nothing in here at the minute, and this was a huge wasted space because we just had it full of rags and plastic bags. So just come out. Oh, I'm trapped in. Just close these. There we go. So yeah, we did have all of these, we just had it full of bags and rags. So what I have started, I've already started doing this. I've just started folding them and putting them in a basket so they don't take up as much space and we can just grab them, because we use these a lot for when Indy's been outside and she needs a paws cleaning, or if we have a spill or something, so we don't have to use loads of kitchen roll, we can just grab a rag and use it. And then also for our plastic bags, I just saw this online, and it's just a way to fold them up into these little triangles, and then you can just pop them in a box. When you need one, you can just grab it and go. I've not got another nice storage box in the minute, so I'm just using a leftover coffee pod box. But yeah, I've got a load of those to do, a few more rags, but already that will just save so much space. I just wanted to mention as well that I've got a couple of new prints to go up in the utility. My friend over at Lunar Moon Designs very kindly gifted me a few prints, and one of them was this crazy dog lady print. I've shown this on my previous video, the Come Shop With Me at the Range. So if you want to see more, there's a few more prints on that video. But yeah, I think we might put this in the utility for now because a lot of Indy's things are in there. And I also got this really nice frame when I went to the range. So I think this will look really cute in here, and then popping this up in the utility. But she does various sizes of prints, and she's local, she's based in Yorkshire. And if you want to visit her Etsy shop, there's loads of different designs and different ideas and things on there that she's made. And she's very kindly given me a code for 10% off, code BethJade10. Okay, so it is the next day now. Super annoyed at myself because I had an accidental nap this afternoon, so I've not been able to get as much done as I wanted to, but hey ho, we'll crack on now and see what I can get done. Never mind. The first thing I'm going to do is just clean up this area behind me because there's loads of just stuff that needs to be put away, so I'm going to crack on with that first. The next thing I wanted to do is we have got so many bags for life. You know how it is, everybody has bags for life in their house, and yeah, they're just in the way, they're just a nuisance. So I've just been going through them and having a look at the ones that are still half decent and usable. Those we're going to keep. The old ones we will try and recycle. I think you can take them back to some supermarket, the superstores, and they will recycle them for you. Hopefully we'll be able to find one and do that because a bunch of them are just ready for the bin. Yeah, and I saw this online. So I'm just folding these up. So I'll just open it up first. And then we're going to fold it in half. And fold it in half again. Squeeze all the air out. And then we're going to fold it up just into little triangles, so it will make one of these. So we'll just put it into little triangles. And then when you get to the top like this, just do your last fold over, and then you can just, a bit of excess bit here, just fold it over and tuck it in, and then you've got a nice little triangle. I don't have a box yet to keep all these in, so I've just grabbed an old coffee pod box, and I'm just popping them in there like that. It's actually super satisfying. But yeah, that'll be a nice easy way to just keep them all together. And so they're not taking up loads of space. We also have loads of towel rags that we use for everything DIY, cleaning and dispose, but we've got loads. So I've just grabbed this basket from the range. It was just a few pounds, and I'm just folding them all up so they can all be stacked in here nice and neatly, and then we can just grab one as and when we need it. I've also got these little chickens out. I can't remember where I bought these. I think they were... Come on. Come on, focus on the chicken. Oh, okay, it doesn't want to focus on the chicken. But I got these two little wind-up chickens from somewhere last year. I think it probably just like Home Bargains or Poundland or something, but you wind them up and then, yeah, this way, and then they hop around on the table. And last year these sent Honey mad. I don't want to set them up in front of Indy because I don't want to scare her, but these were so funny last year. And we've also got these little rabbits. These are from Home Bargains. These are really cute, really sweet. But anyway, these I've just been measuring them up and just folding so they are the same size as our box. And then folding in half. And then folding once, folding twice, and then popping it in the box. And there we go. So I'll just do this with a few of the other ones, and then they're all nice and neatly together in a home. The next thing I'm going to do is bring everything out of the utility, lay it out on the dining table so I can see everything that is in there and have a look at it again to see if it actually needs to live in there or if it should have a home somewhere else. So I'm going to do that with everything that's in there, apart from everything that's in the big cupboard, because that is pretty much, it's not too bad. It's a lot of things in there that need to stay in there, and I've not done that too long ago, so I'm not too fussed about that. But everything else that's out on the sides, I'm going to bring out, take a look at, and see the only things go back in there that actually need to live in there. So I've got everything out now and it's already looking like there's much more space in here. So I'm just going to give it a good clean and do the floors, and then I'm going to start popping everything back in a bit more organised way. All clean in here, and the next thing I'm going to do is to try to give these tiles a coat of just plain bright white paint. And these tiles, they are the same ones that we have in our kitchen, so I thought I would give the ones in here a trial run because there's not that many of them, and if it doesn't work out, it's not the end of the world, because I painted all the tiles in our family bathroom and it took forever and I wasn't super happy with the results. So the first thing that I'm going to do is sugar soap the tiles down just to remove any grease, anything like that. So the first thing I'm going to do is just use the sugar soap to clean down the tiles to remove any grease, dirt, and then I'll just go over it again just with some plain water just to clean it off. And then I've got some delicate surface frog tape, and I use this pretty much all the time, and I find that this is worth the couple of extra pounds more than regular masking tape. I find that this leaves a really clear, sharp line. So I'll just use that just to mask above. And then once it's all been masked up on the top there, I'm just going to go in with a mini roller, and I'm either going to use, I think this is just a foam roller, or the fluffy one. This is the type of roller that I used on our family bathroom upstairs, and I didn't really rate this one, so I'm going to try the foam and see if that works any better. But yeah, this little baby tray is, I think this one is just from Screwfix, but they do these at Home Bargains, I think, B&M, those kinds of places too. And then I've got my teeny tiny detailing brush. I'll use that to go across the top there. And I used, this is the paint that I used in our family bathroom upstairs. It's just the Dulux tile paint in Pure Brilliant White Gloss, but I didn't really rate this one. There's only a tiny bit left in here anyway, but I have decided to try the Wilko tile paint one coat, and this is just in a white gloss, so I'll see how this one goes. This is moisture resistant. And yeah, I'd heard some good reviews about this one. I know that tile paint can be a bit hit and miss anyway, but we'll see how we go. There's not loads of tiles to do, so that's it. I've also just grabbed an old paintbrush as well. On the tin it suggests applying with a brush, so I'll give this one a go, and then I've got the rollers in case I'd prefer to use them. The issue that I had in our family bathroom is there were a lot of drips from the paint, so I don't know if I was applying it too liberally, but yeah, we'll see how I go with this. Okay, I'm going to go in for the first tile. The paint has been mixed. I've only got a tiny bit on the brush. Oh, nervous. Start on the light one. Wow, okay, that seems like really good coverage. Good morning everybody, it is the next day now, and last night I ended up actually doing all of the tiles in here, so I was just going to have a bit of a tester with the white paint, but it actually turned out to be really good. It was so much better than the Dulux tile paint that I tried before. This one was a lot more tacky, like it was almost like old school paint. It just stuck, and there weren't any drips, and it probably took me about, with preparation and getting around all of the tiles, masking taping it all, it probably took me about an hour and a half. So I just got it done last night, and they were quite dark tiles, and I've only done one coat, and I decided to leave it at one coat just because I didn't want to put too much on and it become thick. But yeah, they look so much better. I think it actually makes the space look way brighter already. And today I have some leftover DC Fix sticky back plastic vinyl. I used this in our family bathroom upstairs on the countertop, and it's not a high traffic area in there, so I thought that this would be fine, and so far it's held up perfect. And again, in here the countertop isn't a huge traffic area, so I'm going to try and apply this in here too. I don't know what the shade or what the colour is that I've got, but it's this wood effect. It's like a light wood effect. But yeah, it's really nice. Generally, once you get used to it, it's quite easy to apply. So I'm going to find my little pusher tool, and grab my hairdryer, and then I'm going to try and pop this on the countertop, and I think that will really change the whole look of the space really quickly. And I already had this lying around, so obviously on a budget too. Just going to prep the worktop by just giving it a wipe down just with plain water, just to make sure there's no dust or debris on there. And then I have my sticky back vinyl and a little kind of craft knife to cut any edges with, and then the pusher to get any little bubbles out. And you can buy these bits from B&Q, places like that, hardware stores I meant to say, hardware stores, and I think probably places like B&M, Poundland, you can probably pick these up there too. So I think the strip that I have, it's not quite wide enough because I need to leave some overhang to do this. So I think I will maybe do a roll all the way down like this and then fill in an extra panel at the back there. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I've got all of the sticky back plastic, the main roll, all laid out now, and I've squished all of the air bubbles out of it. So I'm just going to go in with the craft knife and just take off these excess bits over the sink, and then I'm going to fold this over, and because it's a little bit of a rounded space, I'll use my hairdryer just to make the sticky back a bit more tacky so it'll adhere to the worktop, and then I'll just fill in that panel at the back and that should be done. There we go, that is it done. It went really easy actually, and it took me probably about an hour to do it on my own and with all the fiddly bits and bobs. But I think once you've done this once, it's a lot easier to do it again, and I think it looks great. I'll turn the light off so you can see a more true colour of what it looks like. But I mean, don't get me wrong, this isn't the same, it's not the same grade as if you had an actual builder or an actual tradesman come in and replace a worktop, cut it to size so it looks really clean, sharp and perfect. But if you are on a budget and you want to do a super quick fix at home, like we wanted to with this space, I'd really recommend this stuff. It's super easy, really affordable, and I think it completely has changed the look of this room. I feel like it feels bigger now because it's more light and airy. So the next thing I'm going to do is just give the floor a good clean, and then I'm just going to pop things back in here and find a new home for those that are not going back in here. So that is me all finished in here now. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's not a permanent complete renovation or anything like that. It's just a quick fix, quick refresh of the space, and It's way more tidy, way more organised now, so for us it will work so much better as a space, and it feels a lot more light, a lot more open, a lot more fresh. So I hope that you enjoyed watching this video, and thank you for watching. We'll see you again soon.